Hey everybody. I'm just going to make a quick video for my team, for those that just came on with me. Wanted to answer a question that one of you had. And I started doing YouTubes just not long ago because, well, the Lord kind of set me up, and then through a prophetic word confirmed that God wanted me to be doing this, doing some preaching and whatnot. But I'm also going to be putting out some videos uh, as it's necessary here for Life Vantage. So yeah, I got involved with Life Vantage a couple months ago. I kind of did the whole thing where I got excited, put out a bunch of videos, and nobody would watch them, and so I kind of stepped back and work another business, OTG, which is OTG Consulting. It's a telecommunications company, consulting company. So if you need the best telecom, and if you got a business and want to save a bunch of money, get a hold of me. But a week ago Sunday, I just sat here and I decided to go for it again. I just started making a game plan. I thought, okay, it's time to start launching this. And so I started getting back to everybody. And we have a business that is based on watching videos. Okay. You have to watch the videos because you have to educate yourself a little bit. That's a good thing, because if somebody is working some business that really is very simple and the product is very simple, why it's based a lot on hype. Our business is based on peer-reviewed studies. Our business is based on science. We can prove what we do. And Dr. Joe McCord, who is now retired, who started this company, this business, these products with Protandem, by creating with natural products through nutrition a way to increase the NRF2 in our cells, right? It activates the cells, and then it's everything that does, that activation of the NRF2, what that does for our body, which is a lot of things. And so, but in order to understand that, you have to watch the video. Also, in order to, well, here's the thing. When you go to present somebody with something new, which we've all done, we've got into the new, latest, greatest thing. The first thing that people want to do is tell you no, right? Because they saw you coming from before. Yeah, the last time that you presented that thing, that well, it could have been based on a berry, maybe, and everybody was excited for a couple of years, and then it died off, which we knew it was going to. So whatever it is, though, they see you coming, and people are nice, but they really are looking for a way to tell you no. So we don't want to give them that, because we want to get the information, we want to get the facts, we want to get the truth to them, and give them a chance to make a good decision for themselves. So the only way to do that is to have them watch a video. It's very non-threatening, very non-invasive. It puts the ball in their court so that they can either, it's a great filter system, because first of all, if somebody won't watch the video, you can't go to the next step and help them. If they do watch the video and they don't see it, if it doesn't thrill them, if the answer is no, well, then you very easily have gotten that out of the way. But if they are going to be somebody who will come on with you, who will actually get excited about the products, then the video will explain it to them much better than you can. That is why, from the first time I started doing this, and for really the rest of my life, that I will do this business, it will be based not on me explaining things to people. It'll be by me putting the proper video in front of them, and then you can learn what it does. One of the people that I got involved recently, she asked me, Jay, what does this do for you? What are you experiencing? Of which I tried to steer to the video and to PubMed, because that's where you will see the science behind it. It doesn't matter how it makes me feel. It matters, does it work? Did they prove that it works? When I take a pill, I want to know that there's proof that it works. I'm going to show you real quickly. I'm going to make my point, and then I'll make this video really short. But I have an array now. I had a double or a quadruple bypass heart surgery 2 years ago. It hit me out of the blue. The pains hit, and my life went a whole different direction. But I survived, and so now I'm trying to not only survive but thrive. Fortunately, I got a good friend named Chuck Held who constantly gives me things, and he's the one who introduced me to Protandem. And he gave me a 15-minute video. Okay, I start watching the video, and because it was Chuck, if it was anybody else, I might have been a little more skeptical. But it was Chuck, so I'll watch your video. I'm 7 minutes into a 15-minute video texting him going, I have to have this in my body. I did so because I was looking at the man who was presenting it, which I found out was Dr. Joe McCord. He was a credible man. Came to find out he is a very well-known man. He is a very well-received man in his field. He also has university peer-reviewed studies behind everything that he has done, which means other doctors, without having any gain to be made in it, have put their John Hancock on the fact that yes, this does what it says it does. That's what you want. Here's my case in point. Since my heart surgery, I have an array of things that I take. Niacin. Okay. Now, you might ask me, well, how does niacin make you feel? How do you know it works? Well, I'll tell you what. In the wrong circumstance with the potency of this niacin, it'll make me feel really funky for a little while. Sometimes it just seems to break loose in the system, and I'll just like get beat with it. Other times, not so much. I take this product, Redwood. You might say, how does it make you feel? It doesn't make me feel anything. How do I know it worked? Because I got on the internet and I researched it, and I'm just basically taking a gamble that it works. It's supposed to increase testosterone as well as this Testo X. I get it from this whatever company that is. I like that guy that does the commercials. How do I know? How does it make me feel? It doesn't make me feel anything. How do I know it works? Well, I read what's on the ingredients, right? And it's supposed to increase testosterone. Did it make me feel anything? Not really. No. Metoprolol. Metoprolol. I never had metoprolol. That is a high blood pressure medicine I've been on for a long time. How does that make me feel? It doesn't make me feel anything. How do I know it works? Because my doctor told me so. And actually, if I don't take it, my blood pressure goes up. So I have to take something, and that's just the one they've got me on. How does it make me feel? Don't make me feel anything. That's chromium picolinate. That just basically helps the sugars. I think. How does it make me feel? It doesn't make me feel anything. I take vitamin D3, and here's the one Chuck gave me. Vitamin K2 MK7. Okay. These go together. The vitamin K2, see the plaque in your bloodstream, and everybody has a little bit, is calcium based. It's made up of a few things, I think, but it's calcium based. So if that's why I do high dose vitamin C, and why I used to do chelation therapy with I forget the name of it, but found out it's a little riskier than what I had realized or what I was told. So I do high dose vitamin D. I literally will have 50,000 milligrams injected in my system to grab hold. It grabs hold of the calcium base that is that plaque, pulls it out. The vitamin K2 MK7 does the same thing basically. It takes the calcium out of the bloodstream and then mixed with the D3, it will move that from the bloodstream to the bones where it belongs, so you don't have clogged arteries. How does it make me feel? It doesn't make me feel anything. All right. How do I know it works? Because I watched videos actually. I'm teasing somebody here, but this is actually good information I'm giving you. Berberine was just told me. They should have told me about berberine years ago. It actually, if you look up berberine, so you got to go look it up. You got to do your research. It's a good alternative to metformin. They give metformin out like it's candy. I did some studies, talked to a couple of people, found out it's not what it's cracked up to be. It has some side effects, and some people have died from it. So no thank you on the metformin. I'll figure out another way. So I come up with berberine and L-carnitine, and if you study both of those out, they help the body to process triglycerides. One of the reasons people get clogged up is because of triglycerides. So I have to watch mine, which have a tendency to run high. So I take these two products because I researched it. How does it make me feel? It make me feel a doggone thing. Okay? How do I know it works? Because I watched a video. Amen. And then you watch the videos and then you judge, okay, is this a credible person telling me this? And is the evidence there? Well, the evidence is more than there. It's all over the place. I'm not going to even worry about that one. I take nattokinase. They want to give you blood thinner. I take, and when I had my surgery, these doctors would come in and they'd say, you're going to be on such and such blood thinner for the rest of your life. And I thought, well, which was okay. I mean, if it makes sense and it's good, then yeah. But first of all, I try to get them to tell me what the heck they're giving me, which they don't do. There's one of those blood thinners that's nothing but a rat poisoning. It's watered down. It's the same thing they give rats to kill them. They just water it down. I'm sitting there because I also have diabetes trying to come against me, which I'm going to get healed on. But I'm sitting there pricking my finger to draw my blood, and on that blood thinner, it's just coming out like water. Well, I'm thinking, my gosh, if I got into a fight or a car accident and had a bad bleed, I would just bleed out. So I tried to get my doctor to reason with me and tell me what they were trying to achieve with this blood thinner, and he never could. They just give you that because you have this issue now. They're not trying to heal you. They're just trying to help you to survive, and I'm not looking to survive. I'm looking to thrive. And so nattokinase will replace that. Go watch the video. Punch it up on Google. See nattokinase. Do your research. What's it going to make you feel? It ain't going to make you feel nothing. I take aged garlic again. Chuck Hella turned me on to that one. I'm a big garlic taker, but the aged garlic that's really cheap helps to remove the plaque. And then, of course, I do some omega-3s. What do those things make me feel? Nothing. Nothing. It's not about feeling. It's about knowledge. This is the one. Protandim. NRF2 Synergizer. Is that what it's called? Synergizer. This, what they call the little yellow pill, the crazy little yellow pill. I don't like that name. I'd rather use the wild yellow pill right there. So she asked me, how does it make you feel? Well, you know what? It might make me feel some things, but it doesn't matter. What's the peer-reviewed study? What does PubMed say? What do the university studies say? What does NRF2 activation do? Go study that out. There's the foundation of our business. You will experience, or you may not, but I did experience some detox things, very mild. I have one person in my organization who has some very severe issues of names I can't even pronounce. Has to do with fibromyalgia, but even worse. And so she had to break it in half because it was too much. It was pulling the toxins out of her body, which gets it into your system, which then you're going to suffer from, all of that being kicked up in your system. So you have to give it time. But it did show us one thing. It works. It's doing something, right? And so it's doing what it said it does. But you might experience some feelings on this product other than negative feelings. You probably won't experience anything. So what you have to do is you have to go do the research, like I've preached and will always preach. Watch the videos, because Dr. Joe McCord, he's the one who invented it. He's the one who came up with it. He's the one who patented it. So he's the one who can tell you what it does. Now, as far if you're looking for a feeling, when you do the Tri-Synergizer pack, which is the NRF2, NRF1, which works on the mitochondria, which is extremely important. Your mitochondria goes bad, you're going to have an array of health issues. So, with the NRF1 and the NRF2 work closely together. And then you've got the third aspect of that, which is the NAD Synergizer, which, again, you got to watch the video because the doctor can tell you what exactly it does, and then I don't have to. Amen. We're in a business. If you want to join it, if you want to invite, the easiest thing to do is just to have the video set up, and to answer each question, watch this video, and that will explain it. Then we're all on the same page, and stuff doesn't get watered down, right? So I just wanted to make this video and address that. tell you guys, hey, thanks for coming on board. I think this is going to be a great thing. I think it's going to have the potential to keep us healthier and help us live longer. And if you do want to just go tell people and make a couple bucks, or tell people and make a bunch of bucks, Brandon Cunningham makes about $100,000 a month, so there's money in this. And so let's just start by inviting people. Get with me. I'll tell you how to do that. But I just wanted to answer that question. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.